What's going on YouTube? It's your boy ATM back again with another video. And in today's video, I wanted to discuss with you gentlemen, we know through the news, social media, propaganda itself, is this hatred, sexism, misandry, whatever you want to call it, on men, and particularly straight masculine men. I've thought about this video and really this type of topic for a while, and I wanted to figure out what would happen, right? Because women in social media, in the media itself, well, more social media, and women particularly, and then whoever else is, I don't know if it's just the LGBTQ group or whoever really hates on men, saying that we don't need men, or basically you don't need straight masculine men anymore, right? Because everything in America has been very comfortable and relaxed, if you will, right? We've heard about the disrespect of, men used to go to war and now men are at Starbucks or McDonald's ordering food or drinking a latte or whatever it may be, right? Enjoying the rewards of their founding fathers dying on different battlefields. So that disrespect of our older generations and treating them in now like they're unworthy and more of like a slave master to slave mentality or type of mindset that a lot of these women are having, whether they like to admit it or not. So I did a ChatGPT, and within the next couple of minutes I'll throw up the screenshots of the conversation, and I basically asked it, I think it was a couple days ago, to make a simulated reality of all men within America ceasing to exist. Like, poof, we're all gone, right? All young boys are gone, fathers, brothers, cousins, whoever you want to say, everyone's gone. All men outside of America do not come in, right? They're not allowed to be in the in America, just to capture the gravity of not having men around. And I'm gonna throw up the first picture here, and you see that within, the first picture is basically me having a conversation, and it talks about pain and agony for the immediate reality, right? And then it goes within the first 48, first day to week, and then it goes from week to month, year to 5 years, I think 5 to 10, and then 10 to 20. And it kind of breaks down that over the next 10 to 20 years, America will cease to exist as we know it now, because predominant that the men, and straight men, however you want to say it, are the reason this country runs. It is not the women, right? It isn't the media pushing narratives about us, right? And this is not any particular race of men. This is a collective of men and how people feel about us. So with what is being portrayed of us in what you're seeing, right? Because I'm gonna have it cover my face. What you're seeing and reading, the reality is we are the more important group, right? We are the most important group. We are the most essential, the prize, if you will, however you want to put it. Without us, a lot of the stuff that goes on doesn't exist, right? Your grocery shopping, right? If there's no CDLs, there's no doctors, there's no EMTs, right? Construction workers, the blue collar men. And I say this all the time, and it's different classes, if you will, but even I, as someone who works in a white collar job, I understand that the blue collar men are the most essential to this country being what it is today. Even the most destruction that is going on, without the blue collar men, a lot of what is going on, a lot of how things are still getting by, basically it's like a car. The outside, the prettiness of it, right, may be like the 1%, the top percent pretty car. Let's say it's like a Lambo or Rolls Royce, or however you want to put the car. The interior may be like the women, you like to touch it, right? It looks nice. You get to play with the different accessories of it, but the real deal to the car is the engine, the transmission, right? The different fluids that it needs, the oil, the tires, right? The brakes, the rotors. Without having those essentials, this car is nothing. Well, the car itself is nothing. You can sit in the car all day you want, but if you don't got a transmission, you don't got an engine, you ain't going nowhere, right? If you don't, you can have a transmission, but if you don't got tires, how you moving the car, right? So all of that has to work in unison in order for the car to be able to function normally as it should, and drive you or take you wherever you're looking to go. So the blue collar men are the engine, the transmission, all the fluids that needs to work within the car, the tires, right? The interior, I would say, would be like the white collar and the women, and then like the 1%, 1%ers are the outside of the car, right? So why did I use that analogy? As I've already stated about it not going nowhere, it's important for us as men to realize that what these women or what these people are saying about us don't really mean shit. It don't. Like, fuck what they talking about. Without us, majority of people don't even survive. Even if we were to be completely honest, if you took out blue collar people, a lot of men would go to the blue collar jobs, but it wouldn't be enough, right? There wouldn't be enough experience. We would figure it out eventually, obviously through books and stuff like that, but it would take years for a lot of this stuff to get back up and running. So the baseline is the blue collar, then it's the white collar, then it's everybody else, right? So I just wanted to make this video come on here to say, for a lot of you men that are getting to pause and read the screenshots, I probably already took them down, but just understand, at the end of the day, don't let these people, no matter who they are, whether they're the LGBT group, they're straight women, whatever type of women, whatever type of men that's not straight or not masculine or hates on men, really, don't let them disrespect y'all in a way of, if they're talking shit, hey, you got it, fam. Because at the back of my mind, I know I'm more important than you, whether people like to admit it or not. Without the men doing what they're doing, creating families, right, sustaining jobs, most of what these people talk about don't mean shit, because they don't know how to work most of the things you know how to do. So I don't pay attention to people talking trash about straight men or men in general. I just move along. Like, all right, next video, or all right, I don't need to speak to this person again, right? It's just not worth it, man. They gonna talk, they talk. Let them talk it, right? For the men, we're seeing now that, especially when it comes to dating and relationships, that a lot of this talk of women being the prize and they're better than men and we don't need men, yet we see a totally different movement now. We seeing women flip the script immediately. Immediately they're flipping the script. Oh, we should get back in a home, or should be more traditional, or do what these men want. And yeah, I agree. I'm more of a traditionally minded man, but I know not to get married here. I know not to trust these women, and the only way anything changes is if the laws change. It's about the laws. It's not about the women no more. Fuck the women. If the laws don't change, nothing else matters. So you got to have child support laws change. You got to have family court laws change. You got to have divorce change. Marriage has to change, and make it more equal, or benefit the men more than benefits the women. That's the only way you're going to get a predominant group of men to even consider marriage, if they already aren't in a long-term relationship. Most dudes don't even care no more. They're either MGTOW, or they don't deal with women in general. They don't hate women, right? They just don't have nothing. There's no need to talk to them, or there's no need to communicate with them outside of work, or outside of obviously going to the grocery store or the store or whatever. Say hi, you be respectful, but I don't need to speak to you, right? If there's no need to, just walk past people now. But yeah, man, I just want to come on here for this video and say that for the men out there, let the people talk, because ChatGPT already did the simulated reality, and most of these people wouldn't survive without you. They wouldn't survive without us, right? If we collectively were to stop doing what we wanted to do, or stop doing what we're doing, this country would be on their knees begging for us or for y'all as more blue collar to go back to what you're doing, and you would only do that with rewards. So that's it, ATM fam. I wish y'all nothing but the best. Enjoy the day. Talk to y'all later. Peace.